predicted a penalty shootout before the coin toss. His parlay tickets are displayed in the Louvre. When he walks into a sportsbook, the odds adjust themselves. He's been banned from more leagues than VR has disallowed goals. They say in Tijuana, the grass grows greener where he places his bets. He's got his hands in every league: La Liga, Premier League, MLS, and even Sunday League in Reykjavik. He's lined the pockets of many from Germany to Vancouver, from Australia to Miami. He is the most interesting man in soccer capital. He doesn't always give out free VIP plays, but when he does, it's on the pitch with DJ Picks. Stay sharp, my friends.
All right, guys, welcome to On the Pitch with TJ Picks. Special time, same day. Got you guys earlier, guys. It's noon in Tijuana, noon Pacific, and Inter Miami right now is taking on Porto in the FIFA International Club World Cup tournament, guys. Soccer never ends. We got the Gold Cup going on right now, where USA and Mexico are participating. We're coming off a good day yesterday. Wednesday, VIP went 6-2, guys. 6-2, 8 plays, 6 winners. 2 of the plays that we lost by a goal. First game was, we did the granny parlay. We had Mexico money line with Man City first half money line. Both of those were a little juicy, but you put them together, you get a decent line, and that was a winner. Pachuca versus Red Bull Salzburg over 2.5, cashed that one. Costa Rica, Dominican Republic over 2.5, that was good as well. We had Man City first half game over 1.5 goals in the first half, that was a winner. Then we had some live bets in the VIP chat, exclusive VIP chat. We had Juventus versus Al Ain over 3.5. That was a live bet. We laddered that. We also took the over 4.5 live. Guys, that was a banger. That was a winner. The loss was Real Madrid game over 3 goals. He ended up 1-1. Real Madrid missed a penalty that would have at least given us the push, guys. That was a bad beat. The other game that we didn't hit was the Mexico game over 3 goals. That ended 2-0, guys. Should have been at least 3 goals. Should have at least been a push. We could have easily finished the night 6-0-2, but we'll take it. We're currently on a 21-7 VIP run the last 28 plays. That's a 75% hit rate, guys. 75%. For the month of June, we're 45-15, guys. 45-15. That's 45 wins out of 60 bets in June. That's a 75% hit rate for the entire month of June, guys. Nobody in the business is hitting that percentage in any sport. Come find out why soccer is the best game to bet. We are going to take you guys into the games for today. We have some soccer action in the FIFA World Cup going on today. And we're going to go to the FIFA World Cup International Club World Cup competition that's being played in the United States. We have the Seattle Sounders basically at home taking on Atletico Madrid. Sounders coming off a 2-1 loss to Botafogo. Atletico Madrid got spanked by PSG 4-0. Guys, I think that Atletico Madrid and Seattle Sounders are going to be hungry this game. Sounders have shown they can score already. Atletico Madrid got scored on 4 goals by PSG. I mean, Seattle Sounders are not the PSG, but we're going to go both to score in Seattle Sounders versus Atletico Madrid. Next game, guys, we got PSG versus Botafogo. Both of them coming off a win. Botafogo has 3 points, 2-1 win over Seattle Sounders. PSG 4-0 win over Atletico Madrid. Botafogo versus PSG, guys. We're going to go both to score here as well, guys. PSG, Botafogo, give me both to score in the competition there with the FIFA World Cup Club Edition going on here in the United States. that'll round it up, guys, for the 2 games left for the Club World Cup international competition. Next up, we're moving up to Fridays. Actually, this is still Thursday, guys. You guys are getting a treat. You're getting some Thursday plays this time. These are Thursday games. Sorry about that. These games are coming up today. Seattle Sounders, Atletico Madrid. That is today, Thursday. Later on, PSG versus Botafogo later on Thursday. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some info for the CONCACAF World Cup competition. We have Trinidad Tobago taking on Haiti. Trinidad Tobago and Haiti, they're at the bottom of the group. They both lost their first games. Haiti lost 1-0 to Saudi Arabia. Trinidad Tobago lost 5-0 to the United States. Both of these teams are at the bottom. Both of these teams need a big win here to keep their hopes alive to moving on to the next stage. And this is why I'm going to go both to score Trinidad Tobago and Haiti later on 3 hours away in the North America CONCACAF Gold Cup competition. Then we go to Saudi Arabia versus USA. Saudi Arabia coming off a 1-0 win. USA coming off a 5-0 win over Trinidad and Tobago with their B squad. You know, their key players are not playing in this tournament. But they should be favored against Saudi Arabia at minus 190. You know what, guys? I'm going to keep it going here. Give me USA team total over 1.5. USA team total over 1.5 in that game for the Gold Cup. All right, guys, we're going to quickly move on to Friday soccer action. And we have Benfica taking on Auckland City in the Club World Cup competition. Benfica is coming off a 2-2 draw versus Boca Juniors. We did see Auckland City get destroyed by Bayern Munich, guys. They're just at a lower level, lower competition. Some of these guys don't play in any major leagues. There were some stories about some of these guys had to take time off their work. They're not getting paid much money to be in this tournament, but they are here. And you know what, guys? I'm going to have to go with the Benfica to kill these guys as well. Not as much as Bayern Munich, but possibly like a 4-5-0. So we're going to go with the over 1.5. Maybe it might be a 2 goals first half. Give me the over first half in the Benfica versus Auckland City game. And don't be surprised if we take Benfica team total there. The next game for Friday is Flamengo versus Chelsea. Flamengo versus Chelsea. Chelsea coming off a 2-0 win over LAFC. And Flamengo also had a 2-0 win over Esperance ST. You know what, guys? 2 teams that have played very well in their first games. I'm going to go both to score in Flamengo versus Chelsea. Give me both to score. Next up, we have Los Angeles FC versus Esperance, guys. I got to go with the local LA boys. Give me LAFC money line minus 119. Then we're going to go to Bayern Munich versus Boca Juniors, guys. This is going to be the battle for first place in the group. You know what, guys? Boca Juniors, Bayern Munich. I got to go with Bayern Munich. It's got heavy money line. Give me over goals in Bayern Munich versus Boca Juniors. Over goals there. That'll do it for the Club World Cup competition for Friday. We do have on Friday some CONCACAF Gold Cup action. We have Jamaica versus Guadeloupe. Jamaica coming off a 1-0 loss to Guatemala. That was a big surprise. Guadeloupe coming off a 5-2 defeat to Panama. They did show they could score a couple goals, but they did get beat pretty bad. Jamaica's got to win this game. They got to bounce back, guys. Jamaica money line as a parlay piece, and give me Jamaica team total here. Guatemala versus Panama. Both teams shows they can score. Panama gave up some weak goals to a very weak Guadeloupe team. So I got to go both to score here. Guatemala versus Panama. Guatemala versus Panama. Give me both to score. All right, guys, we're going to quickly move on to Saturday. Saturday soccer action takes us back to the Club World Cup international competition. We have the Sundowns versus Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund and the Sundowns. Sundowns actually did beat the Hyundai team 1-0. Dortmund had a crappy game. They had a 0-0 draw versus Fluminense. Didn't look like anybody wanted to be there here. But give me Dortmund money line as a parlay piece, and give me Dortmund team total here, guys. Dortmund money line piece. Next up, we got Inter Milan versus the Red Diamonds. Inter Milan coming off a surprising 1-1 draw versus the Mexican team Monterrey. The Red Diamonds coming off a 3-1 loss to River Plate. We got to go with Inter Milan here to win big, guys. I want 2 goals in the first half. Give me over 1.5 goals in the Inter Milan versus Red Diamonds competition there. Fluminense versus Hyundai, guys. That's going to be a little tricky game. Fluminense coming off a 0-0 draw versus Dortmund. Hyundai coming off a 0-1 loss to the Sundowns. I do think it is priced right. Fluminense is a -300 favorite, and Hyundai is a +858. This could be another parlay piece there with Fluminense money line. You got Inter Milan money line and Borussia Dortmund money line. Possible pieces for grandma there, guys, as we move forward. But Fluminense should win this game. Moneyline piece, I don't have anything else to say there for that game. Ulsan Hyundai did get a goal actually they didn't get a goal versus Sundowns. They lost 1-0 versus a Sundown. Not a lot of action going on. So not sure what we're going to see here. Fluminense should win the game. Next up, we do have River Plate versus Monterrey. And you know what, guys? I'm going to go both to score in River Plate versus Monterrey to finish off the World Cup competition for the club tournament on Saturday. And we do have some Gold Cup games. Gold Cup games for Saturday takes us to Canada versus Curacao. Canada coming off a big win, 6-0 versus Honduras. Curacao tied El Salvador 0-0, guys. Canada's going in for another beatdown. Canada money line at -400 is a good parlay piece, but give me Canada team total. Give me Canada spread as well, guys, in this game. This one should be a good one for Canada, another big win. The next game, not so exciting, Honduras versus El Salvador. El Salvador coming off a 0-0 draw versus Curacao, and Honduras got beat down by Canada. You know what, guys? I'm going to go on a limb here and say because both of these teams did get a bunch of goals scored against them. Actually, Honduras did. El Salvador tied 0-0. I think we could see it both to score here. Give me both to score in Honduras versus El Salvador. Honduras versus El Salvador. Just double checking to make sure. I don't think we have any MLS games this weekend. It's kind of surprising because they did have a lot of games last couple of weeks, but it looks like because the tournaments are going on, there are no MLS games. But let's put together a grandma parlay for Saturday, guys. Grandma parlay for Saturday. And we're going to take Dortmund money line as one of the parlay pieces. Dortmund money line. And Canada, guys. And Canada money line. It's a little juicy. It is a little juicy. But we may have to, let me see if we have to pick one of those teams at the halftime bet. Dortmund, Canada, money line. It's -300 for Dortmund, -350 for Canada. It's a little bit juicy. So we may have to add one more thing in the mix. Just for the grandma parlay. You know what we're going to do? Since we have Canada money line, and we have Dortmund money line, we're going to go ahead and add the over 1.5 goals in River Plate versus Monterrey. River Plate versus Monterrey, over 1.5 goals. And then add the money line Canada and the money line Borussia Dortmund for the Saturday Grandma parlay of the day. That takes us to Sunday. Sunday soccer action is going to see in the Club World Cup international competition. It's going to see Juventus facing off versus Wydad AC. Juventus coming off that big 5-0 win. Wydad coming off that 0-2 loss to Manchester City, only 0-2. Juventus is definitely the strongest team here, minus 435. I think they're going to keep powering on the strength. They're excited. They're playing good right now. Looks like they're excited to be here and wanting to do well. They scored 5 goals in their first game. Give me over 1.5 goals first half in the Juventus versus Wydad. Definitely Juventus money line as a parlay piece here. Next up, we have Real Madrid, who looked ugly, man. They looked bad when they're 1-1 draw versus Al Hilal, guys. They missed a penalty kick. They just didn't look like they wanted to be out there, guys. Vinny Jr., I think he's overrated. I don't think Vinny Jr. is that great of a player. He's always complaining, falling down. It looked bad. Poor Pachuca, who's taking on Real Madrid in this game. Real Madrid needs to get a win. They're coming off a draw. Give me Real Madrid team total here, even though they didn't show up in the game one. Real Madrid money line should be a great money line piece there as well. I just think Real Madrid is much stronger than Pachuca. Pachuca will battle. Pachuca coming off a 2-1 loss to Red Bull Salzburg. That was a good game. I just think they're not going to have enough to beat Real Madrid. So we're going to go Real Madrid money line as a parlay piece, Real Madrid team total as well. Next up, you have Al Hilal versus Red Bull Salzburg. We're going to go both to score in Red Bull Salzburg and Al Hilal. Then you got Manchester City, who's a minus 1429, guys, versus Al Ain. Manchester City should definitely dominate this game. We're going to go over goals in the first half, over 1.5. It may be 2. Give me over 1.5 goals, 2 or 2 in Manchester City versus Al Ain. They're the huge favorites, and they should definitely win that game. That'll do it for the World Cup action, Club World Cup action for Sunday. Now we're going to go to the CONCACAF Gold Cup edition for Sunday. We're going to see Saudi Arabia taking on Trinidad Tobago. Saudi Arabia versus Trinidad Tobago. Those teams are playing today as well. So these games just continue on. Trinidad Tobago is, lost to USA. Saudi Arabia did get the 1 win over Haiti. Saudi Arabia, you know what, guys? I think we're going to have to go. The odds are not out for these games yet, but I am going to go with Saudi Arabia money line in that game. USA versus Haiti is the next one. USA might be already qualified if they win their second game, so who knows how they're going to play this one, but they should win. USA money line, USA team total should dominate Haiti regardless of who plays, even if it's their C squad. The one big game is going to be Mexico versus Costa Rica. Mexico versus Costa Rica for the first place slot. I've been saying this, for a while now. Costa Rica is doing very well. They are playing good. And Mexico, just won a game yesterday. Didn't look too convincing. I think Costa Rica can get a goal. Costa Rica has their former coach on their sideline right now, Piojo Miguel Herrera, who's got this team pumped up. I do see a boat to score here in Mexico versus Costa Rica, guys. It's going to be a good game, and we are going to see a boat to score. I'm very confident in that one. I like that play a lot, and the winner is going to go on to be the winner of the group. So I think both teams are going to be battling it out. Mexico hasn't been too strong. Costa Rica has been doing very well. So give me both to score in Mexico versus Costa Rica on Sunday in the CONCACAF Gold Cup. The next game in the CONCACAF Gold Cup action is Dominican Republic versus Suriname. Dominican Republic versus Suriname. Dominican Republic plus 148. Suriname coming off that loss to Mexico 2-0, and Surname has 0 points. So does Dominican Republic. So this is going to be kind of a consolation game for both of these teams. And Mexico and Costa Rica will move on to the next round. So these guys will basically be playing for nothing. In a game where these guys will be playing for nothing, you know what, guys? I think we're going to get a boat to score. Boat to score, Dominican Republic versus Suriname. Dominican Republic versus Suriname is going to be a boat to score. A boat to score there. And that's going to do it, guys, for Sunday soccer action. And just because we got some time, I'm going to go ahead and go into Monday, guys, because we have the World Cup Club Edition going on. I'm going to go over Monday's games as well. For Monday, we're going to have the Seattle Sounders playing against PSG. I think that PSG is going to dominate the Sounders just like they have all the other teams that they're playing against, especially the Sounders who are from the MLS. So we're going to go PSG first half money line, maybe PSG team total as well. Next up, we're going to have Atletico Madrid versus Botafogo. And I think we can get a boat to score here, guys, in Atletico Madrid versus Botafogo. Then we're going to have Porto versus Al Ahly, guys. I'm going to give the edge to Porto money line. Porto money line minus 132. Then we're going to finish off with Inter Miami versus Palmeiras. Inter Miami versus Palmeiras. And Inter Miami is currently losing 1-0 to Porto. That's my Messi's team. They're not doing too well, guys. But you know what? I will give them a goal here in this final game. Palmeiras coming off a 2-0 win versus Al Ahly. They showed some power. I'm going to go boat to score on Monday for Inter Miami versus Palmeiras. And that'll do it, guys. That's going to do it for Monday soccer action. We covered a bunch of games. We did it kind of quick, kind of simple, just straight to the point, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the show. We got the World Cup club competition going on through the month of June. We got the Gold Cup. We got a lot of soccer. The Mexican Soccer League is going to start right back up right after these tournaments are over. The MLS is in the middle of its season. So there's a lot of soccer to bet right now. And anybody that's not part of the VIP and wants to get in the VIP right now, hit me up if you're watching the show. I'm going to give you a super special for the rest of the month, just for the viewers only that are watching this right now. So if you want to get in for the rest of the month, VIP action, send me a DM, send me a message on Telegram or Instagram. We'll get you into the exclusive VIP chat where we talk about the games day in, day out, open 24/7. Stop betting baseball. Hockey's over now. Basketball's about to be over. And the best sport to bet is soccer. The number one sport of all time to bet is soccer. Come find out why that's the reason. You don't need to know the sport. You don't need to know the rules. You don't even need to watch the games, guys. But trust me, once you get into the VIP exclusive chat, you will be watching the games. You will be getting excited. You'll be learning about the players, learning about the team. So come on board, hit me up. And thanks again for watching the show. Like and comment on this video. Like and comment on my Instagram posts, on the reels. That really helps me out to increase my reach. Once again, guys, thanks again for your support. And until next time, boom shakalaka. Let's go.
He once predicted a penalty shootout before the coin toss. His parlay tickets are displayed in the Louvre. When he walks into a sportsbook, the odds adjust themselves. He's been banned from more leagues than VR has disallowed goals. They say in Tijuana, the grass grows greener where he places his bets. He's got his hands in every league. La Liga, Premier League, MLS, and even Sunday League in Reykjavik. He's lined the pockets of many from Germany to Vancouver, from Australia to Miami. He is the most interesting man in soccer capital. He doesn't always give out free VIP plays, but when he does, it's on the pitch with DJ Picks. Stay sharp, my friends.